Okay, so I wanted to make a couple of videos on this game, hopefully a couple anyway, about how to play solo or solo queue. So I'm just walking in the range, just walking around anyway. But I'll show you what I run. Oh, whoops, wrong button. I'll show you what I run when I play solo. So these are my builds, obviously, And where is it? This is my bot build, right? So, uh, obviously, bots aren't the smartest. Everyone knows this. If you've played this game for more than like 10 minutes, bro. Seriously, right? So, if the first card you need to get, like, it doesn't matter if you're playing well, because bots just love walking your way. You need this. You need down in front. So, oh yeah. By the way, this guide will assume you have all of the Tunnels of Terrors cards as well. So there they are. There, look. So right. So there's them, and obviously it'll assume you have all the cards. But sure, you can change some of these. It's not like some of this stuff isn't like set in stone, so don't worry about it. But you do need this, right? I'll kind of be like, you might need these. You might need this one, or you might be able to get away with not having it, right? So, okay. So let me get this off the screen real quick. Oh my lord. Right. So down in front. Right. So down in front. Some people wouldn't run this like in solo queue as well, but that's for another video. But down in front is great for bots because they're not smart. They run in the way. You shoot them. You hurt them. Now this is like a problem. So you just take this first card, get it out of the way early, right? You know what I mean? And the health is nice, but the main thing is that the friendly fire damage, right? So the second card. Now, see, this is personal preference. Like I think the speed stuff is personal preference, but sure, I love it, and I just think you should have at least one of these. Good lord, like I see people who play online without one of these, and it's really noticeable when Cost of Avarice comes on. You don't want that. Then that guy, he takes the copper, and he's like, never mind. Anyway, so Run Like Hell is my first one. Just simply because it's the move speed and the sprint speed, and then like you're taking damage, whatever, you lose the speed, right? Whatever, right? Not a big deal. Because so like you play Act 1, that's the first thing you get. You get a little speed up. It's not like not too bad. The second one then is Mad Dash. Now on when you're playing, if you're playing Act 1, for example, that'd be the tunnel. If you don't, the tunnel, what's it called? Tunnel of Pain, and that'd be your third card, and that'll help you get through that, running through it. If you don't want to run through it, obviously you can, but that's the third level, and on Nightmare, that's gonna be rough. I usually just run through, and then I run through and I despawn the ogre, which I will hopefully show if I make more of these videos. So then you can run back through the tunnel and pick up whatever you might have missed. So I got like Mad Dash there. So Mad Dash is my third, and then Dash is it's the same kind of thing. You just want more. So once you get these, that's your move, pretty much your move speed for the whole like run, the whole game. There, like for the whole act. So you're fine with just these three. Right, so after that, then we have Medical Professional. You might be like, oh, why would you have that so high in your build, right? Fair enough, right? You might put that maybe lower even. But Medical Professional, I like having it this high because if I get an early tunnel, what I like to do, or an early Cost of Avarice, which is also another thing I'll maybe hopefully show, is Medical Professional. Obviously, you might obviously that doesn't help with bots, as you can see. It's first aids and defibrillators also recover 15 trauma damage and an extra life. Now you're like, what's the big deal with this, right? So what'll happen is, say in an instance, I'll use the instance I actually had earlier today, where I had Cost of Avarice on the first level in Act 1. Now that can be annoying, but I kind of capitalized off it by picking this in the second level. So I didn't actually pick Run Like Hell. So you get down in front. Oh no, sorry, I did pick Run Like Hell. Sorry, but then I didn't pick like Mad Dash. I picked Medical Professional instead. So what that'll do is let you kill yourself. Right now, it gets a little bit complicated, but I'll try and keep it short. Is that medical professional let you kill yourself, and then you can take the copper off the bots, and if you have cost of avarice, cha-ching, money, baby. You know what I mean? You get that. That's a lot of money. That's probably, I don't know. I had about nearly about 2.8k copper for each bot after the end of level 1. Now, I mean, come on. Like, you know, and the reason why you take medical professional is so that, like, you know, you buy a few med kits at the start, because you're gonna have little crappy white med kits, so they're not gonna heal you for nothing. They're not gonna heal your trauma. You're just gonna be suffering. So you just grab that, and then, you know, you use that money. You buy 2 or 3 because you take a lot of trauma damage from that, and bada bing, bada boom, medical professional, all up your health back. You know, great stuff. So that's why it's so high, like in my 5th slot. But you don't have to take it like until you get like cost of avarice or a tunnel, or you can, like, you know, you can just leave it kind of like, and it'll appear, like, you know, it'll be there. So experienced EMT. This is kind of like just a nice card. It's probably not necessary, but it's just a nice one because bots aren't the smartest. Again, they kind of run into, like, you know, tall boy hits, and that 10% max health is beneficial to them, and it's beneficial to you. So. And the stamina. And the stamina is only really useful for you, and stamina regen. You know, that's only really useful for you. But the health, you know, not at the start, not great. I'd probably, you could even move that down, like, a bit lower. But you know, like, that's personally what I like. Now obviously you can take that, move it lower, maybe like move it down to like 10th even, or whatever. But I like it there, and I'd recommend you keep it there. Now the next card, actually, this is one. Now, normally I wouldn't even look twice at this card, like, you know, because whenever I want to unbolt a weapon, it's usually a blue or a purple anyway, and you know, like, you'll do it in the safe room because that's like how it works. But Weaponsmith, what that allows you to do is, as you can see, it allows the ability to unbolt attachments from weapons outside of safe rooms. Unbolting attachments cost 400 copper. So the team effect, so what it'll do is it'll let you unbolt the attachment whenever. So like, say you want to give, now this is another advanced thing, but say you want to give good attachments to bots, which is what I did in my my previous run earlier today, was that you can, you know, like, say you find a purple stumble and you put it on your assault rifle. It lets you put it down, and then when you kill yourself, and then do the medical professional thing, it lets you pick up that on a bot, and then that bot, like, with a good gun, an AA-12, by the way, best gun. I'll hopefully do a video on this, like, bot building stuff. But you know, you give him an AA-12 with a purple stumble or faster reload or whatever. You know, they're just murdering everything, right? So. And that lets you do it outside of safe rooms. That's really the only reason. I mean, it's an optional thing. You do not need to take this card. I am actually still testing out with it. So it might be like, I might get rid of this, but, you know. So this is what I mean by the build is a bit, you know. It's up high because you might get a good thing early. I like experienced EMT and medical professional. Like, these are kind of like, right. So we'll skip on to the next one anyway. But that's that. Right, so Fit as a Fiddle. I mean, this card is... I don't even think I need to discuss this, but for anyone who doesn't know. Right, so Fit as a Fiddle. That's the 20% team bolstered health. Now, that's great. This card is great even online. This card's great in pretty much any build. Melees will love you. Healers will love you if you run this. So, it just gives you a little bit more, like, it gives you like a temp health shield. As you can see, its bolstered health is what the amount beyond your normal maximum health that can gain as you can gain as temp health up to an additional 100%. So what it'll do is, you know, if you say you join a game as with, like, you know, your bots, and, you know, since, you know, this is the idea with the bots, right? You don't have a Charisse, which, you know, which can happen. Like, I didn't have a Charisse in my last run, so this was nice and helpful. A little bit, it gives them a little bit of a shield before they take damage, and it gives you a bit of protection against trauma damage yourself. And also, you know, it works well with experienced DMT, and, like, by the time you're getting later levels, you're gonna have like 300, 400 health. No, not really, but like about 200. Sorry, 200, 300 health, not 400. But hey, man, you could take off some of these cards and cram on some health things, and I think you probably could reach that level, but that would be like you too much. I think too much health then. Uh, maybe too much. So that's what that is, and the team health is nice. That's 5 team health. That's 20 overall for you and like everyone on the team. Like 1 per person, so 5 per person. Sorry. Yeah. So and the next one is well rested. Now, this is kind of you probably wouldn't need this too much. So overheal converts a portion of your healing done beyond your maximum to temp health. So this I take because you're gonna be finding a lot of healing items, and it's just nice. And that healing efficiency is nice too. It's just a teeny bit because we get to the healing efficiency later in the build. But the team overheal, it just means like if you find a bandage, it gives you a little temp health. It's nice, for say if you're opening warped chests, which is hopefully as of this video being uploaded, is it still negates warped chests trauma damage, so even a bandage can like block this damage. And since you're the only person that takes trauma damage on a solo run, it just means if you can't find a pain med, oh crap, at least you have something to get it over with. But as well rested is great for when the bots heal you, because it just gives you temp health when they run up to you and hey, here's a med kit, they slap it onto you, and you're just like, hey, nice, thanks for the temp health, buddy. And also temp health blocks, and it stacks well with the fiddle because temp health blocks trauma, so on and so on. It's great. Personally, I think it's good. You could take it out if you wanted, put something else in. Alternatives. There's some alternatives I could cover in this video, I guess. EMT bag. Now this is where we're getting into the I suppose the healing efficiency. So the 3 healing efficiency cards. So I have in this build are. This is mainly just because it counters Pure Chaos, which is a corruption card that it reduces your healing efficiency by 50%, but I swear it's higher. Feels like it's about 75 or something. I don't know. Now this kind of counters it, but also it's amazing with medical professional because the trauma heal just gets absurdly high, and when you need healing, when you need to heal yourself, because you're going to be taking a good few bits of damage. On Nightmare, if you're playing this on Nightmare, it's just it's just more healing efficiency, so more health back, more bang for your buck. Antibiotic ointment's kind of the same thing. The temp health is nice. That's another thing. It's nice for again covering blocking the trauma damage of anything. Works really well with pills because it just gives even more absurdly high. And obviously the 25% healing efficiency. That's nice. Oh man, you should see the heals. Hopefully when I upload the next video, you'll see the heals, right, with some of this stuff. Right, so medical expert is the last one. This one's, it's the revive speed. That's nice. It's kind of good. It's actually like a team card as well. So you could even run this online. It's great. If you have a doc and you can give her a little boost in healing efficiency, which is nice. But she probably doesn't need it because she's probably got that EMT bag herself. But anyway, revive speed is nice. That's because bots are kind of stupid. They go down. Little bit of kicking the ass for them, to get them up a little bit quicker, is nice. When you use a medical accessory, it heals 1 trauma to the target, which is, it's fine. You'll be finding a lot of healing items, and that's just little baby trauma heals. Everything's just healing trauma, and that team healing efficiency, the team effect of the 15%, that affects you as well. So the healing efficiency will affect the bots. So if they do heal you, you get a bigger heal. That's because since they don't have any. On their own, but they have when you give them med kits, you're gonna love this card. Right, so and the last 3 cards are, do I even need to say, but the double, right, okay, so I actually will. Right, so the double grenade pouch and the shoulder bag and the utility belt all do the kind of same thing, all 3 of the types of inventory items, so offensive, support, and quick item. Now, the move speed, negligible, because, one, you have move speed on the run like hell and dash, which is most of the time. But also, move speed doesn't affect sprint speed because like of the newest update where they separated the two categories. And move speed, hey, you don't need to move fast, you need to run fast. You know what I mean? Like, so don't be worrying about that. Like, you know, you're moving 15% slower, but you're not. You're gonna be either be running or you're gonna be like killing things anyway. Like, really. So don't be worrying about that. Right. So double grenade pouch. Now, why I would run this is simply because more grenades. I mean, it's handy to have more grenades. It's handy to have more flashbangs for bosses. It's handy to have more pipe bombs for the run in for like the run up in Abandoned, the mine. You can have that. Since bots are generally, if you're fast with Run Like Hell and Mad Dash and Dash, you can kind of just throw a pipe bomb and just run, because the bots will give you stamina with their own cards and stuff. So shoulder bag is kind of the same thing. Lets you carry more meds, not bad. And utility belt, hey, that lets you carry more, you know, barbs if you need a holdout, or more toolkits. Now, granted, you only really need one, but it's handy for like if you want to hold more stun guns or you know, barbs, mainly for that. It's kind of these. Honestly, you could change these for something else. So I can give like an example of a few cards. Like, so say okay, we don't want double grenade pouch, we don't want shoulder bag, we don't want utility belt, and we probably we just say them, right? So let's see. Now, Mark for Death is a fantastic card, but the bots tend to run it. Like, the bots have it like, I think, second or third card. Can't remember right now. But so you don't really need it. It's not necessary, right? But it's there. It's an option. On your mark, also, actually, that's another good card. But bots tend to, like, when you run low on ammo, bots just tend to drop ammo for you, and there's 3 of them. So, you know, why the hell would you need a card that replenishes ammo? And it's the same with any of these, like, you know, like ammo cards. So, like, you know, you don't need, like, the damage, yeah, it's nice, but the ammo capacity, nah, you don't need that, because they're dropping ammo for you, man. Like, you don't need it. I think like 99% of the time, like, if you're low on ammo, they start dropping for you. But here, another card, sorry, a little bit of a rant, but Shredder. Shredder's great because bots don't take it, and it just makes the enemy take more damage if you're using faster firing weapons, which ideally you kind of want with bots, because they're, you know, they'll be shooting. Hopefully you'll have good guns on them. You'll be shooting at the same target altogether, and that just gives a little bit of, early on, this is nice. So you could put this in maybe 5th or whatever, like, you know, so you could move medical professional down and all, you know, 5th. So, and then, like, what's another one? Okay, hang on, I'm just gonna go through some of these. So I guess revive speed could be useful, like, you know, if you're having a hard time with the bots and they're going down, but trust me, it's not going to be an issue. Never take rousing speech when smelling salts exist. I've seen a lot of people still using this, but that's for another video. You could take actually, what's well fed? Well fed's good. It just gives bots more health. You know, what's wrong with that? Nothing's wrong with that. And or you could take use speed even if you wanted. It's not very useful outside of Act 1. Or you could take any of the scavengers as well, like, just to see. Copper scav, yep, classic copper scav money grubbers, yep, there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. If you want more money, but you won't really be struggling for money. The hardest part of this build is the first level or the second level, because you don't have a lot of money. That's okay, like, you know. But if you want to get that ball rolling a bit earlier, you can put them even, like, you know, underneath, down in front. You know, if you want to sacrifice speed, as I said, like, you know, you can do all that. So yeah, I won't go on. I probably made this video a bit too long, but I just wanted to cover a decent build. Now, this could work for most acts. Obviously, you'd probably change out these for, like, use speed in Act 1, but for the most part, I think yeah, you could do fine with this build. So I hope it works out, and hopefully when I make the next video, I can show you it in action. Maybe some things will be tweaked. I'll let you know if anything's different, and I hopefully when I'm showing these vids, I'll call them like guides, I guess, on how to play or playing well solo. This is for like nightmare difficulty. I haven't tried No Hope yet, but maybe this build might change. So oh no, that's not true. Sorry, I have tried No Hope, but like I just kind of played it and I was like, well, okay, right, that's what it is, you know. But I play this game a lot, and I play it solo. To get the nightmare, you know, or, you know, the ZWAT thing. So, you know, I've gotten some of these. So anyway, so yeah, I'll leave the video here, and hopefully the next video will be a guide on maybe an act 1 or 2 or 3. So I'll see you then. Right, goodbye.